We are all systems go. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are chiming in from around the world. And welcome to our travel and vacations presentation. Everybody loves it. We're excited to share some amazing information with you. You know, tonight is going to be a night that is going to be a night for you to remember. I think they used to say that once upon a time, because tonight you're going to learn how if you're looking for that change in your life, you know, everybody is looking for the ability. 100% of the people, you know, want to travel and save money. So we've got an amazing, amazing product. But, you know, a great segment of the population also wants to be able to create some significant income without impacting or significantly changing their current life or impacting their current employment. Well, we're going to show you that the only way to really be able to do that is through something called leverage. So as your host, Janice Parker, tonight, I'm excited to introduce you to an amazing, quick little presentation that's going to talk to you about the power of leverage. Because if you're that person who's looking to create some serious income and you're looking to do some things, maybe you have, you know, a child that you want to put in private school, a parent you want to take care of, it does not matter. We're going to show you right now what the wealthy knows. It's going to blow your mind. Sit back. I would take notes and watch how.
Now it's time to discover what the wealthy know, what the rich teach their children that the poor and middle class don't. Let's first begin by discussing the wealth principle of being rich. You see, the definition of rich is when your passive income is greater than your living expenses. And passive income can be described as the income that you receive from not working your job, like residual income. See, when the income that you receive from not working your job is more than it costs you to live, you really are rich. So let's examine the structure of every job. You see, every job is structured this way. At the top, you always have an owner or a CEO who makes more money than the president, who always makes more money than the vice president, who always makes more money than the middle managers and supervisors. And in that big area there, the people that do all the work, those are the employees or the staff. And oftentimes they feel like slaves. Really, folks, they're slaves to a clock. See, they have a certain time they come in, a certain time they get off, a certain time they go to lunch, a certain time they better be back. And they're going to do this for 20 to 40 years. Then that special day comes and they get to retire with half the income they were earning in the first place. Well, think about this. This is the structure that most people are living their lives with. Well, folks, think about this. When you start a job, typically you start at the bottom, working your way up. You're coming in early, staying late, shooting for that big promotion, working your way all the way up to the middle. See, rarely have I heard the story of the employee that started at the bottom and worked their way all the way up to being the CEO. Well, let me ask you, given the choice between the bottom, the middle, or the top, which one would you rather be? Which one do you think makes the most money? Obviously, it's the CEO that makes the most money, because that CEO gets paid off of other people's efforts. You see, the CEO is the only one in this structure that has leverage. See, this CEO gets paid off of the production of every other employee. Folks, that's the definition of leverage, working less while earning more. So let's examine the income structure for every situation that seems to fall in four separate categories that we call the cash flow quadrant. The first category we're going to talk about is the E quadrant. This means you're an employee. Someone employs you. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, your income is automatically limited because it takes you to earn the income. You see, there's only one of you and there's only 24 hours in a day, so automatically your income is limited. Then you have the S quadrant. These are your specialists, your lawyers, doctors, electricians, plumbers. Typically, they make more than the average employee, but their income depends on them doing the work. You see, if a lawyer's not practicing law, if a doctor's not doctoring, if a plumber's not plumbing, they're not earning any income. They typically complain about how much they work, even though they earn more than the average employee. Still, only one of them and only 24 hours in a day. Then you have the richest quadrant in the world. This is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. The reason this is the richest quadrant in the world is these people get paid off of other people's effort. This is the quadrant that Oprah Winfrey's in there. Bill Gates is in there. The richest quadrant in the world is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. Then you have the I quadrant. I stands for investor. Well, what works for investors? Typically, if you don't have any money, you can't be a very good investor. All we want to show you, folks, is how you can go from the E quadrant to the B quadrant, perhaps the S quadrant to the B quadrant, which is the richest quadrant in the world, how you can do it all for the price of a cell phone. And then that quadrant leads to the I quadrant. Folks, what we want to do is look at a study of 100 people ranging from ages 20 to 65, 45 years in the working environment. Look at that. The top 5% stand alone. They're rich and financially independent because because they owned their own business. The bottom 95 had one thing in common. They had a job. Folks, our choices determine our opportunities. Do you want to live or survive? You want to retire sooner or later? You want to live comfortable or uncomfortable? See, no more starting at the bottom and working your way to the top. Why not just start at the top? Be your own CEO. That comes with leverage, folks. And remember, leverage is working less while earning more. John D. Rockefeller, multimillionaire, said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 other people's efforts than 100% of my own. Let's examine how most employees get paid. You see, the average employee works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which comes to 40 hours a week, $160 a month, and $19.20 a year. Let's compare that if that same employee earned leverage off of 10 other people working the same amount. You go from earning off of 40 hours a week to earning off of 400 hours a week. But let's look at those same 10 people, built a team of 10 people, and compare what the average person working only earning income off their own production, getting paid off of the production of 100 people working only 1 hour per day. Now you can clearly see how some people get paid more per month than others earn all year. Folks, it all has to do with leverage. Let's suppose your boss came to you and said, we have a new way of doing things around here. We want to raise the company's profitability, cut costs, and pay our employees more. We no longer want you to show up here at work. You can do all your work from home and we'll send your checks to your house. We're so positive that this will help the company that we would also like for you to find other people that want to work from home, and we'll pay you some of what we're paying them for finding them. Folks, this is going to give you true leverage. But let's take it a step further. Say there was no boss, that you were the boss. Folks, that's what we're talking about. Earning a serious income from word of mouth advertising. And network marketing has proven itself to be a viable and rewarding source of income, says all these millionaires and billionaires. So now that you have discovered what the wealthy know, now you understand that the harvest is plenty.
So now that we understand, right? Now that we understand, what does that have to do with what I'm about to share with you? Well, listen, I am about to share with you an amazing platform to create amazing income. That's what I'm about to share. And I'm going to go really, really quickly through, the product so that you understand we do have an amazing product, because what are some of the things that you need for what I like to call the perfect business? You must have an amazing product that everybody's going to use. Well, travel is that, and I'm going to show you how amazing that is. But then in addition to that, family, you must have a platform that has a strong enough compensation plan. What I like about compensation plan, and I like to say that it's better than a franchise, is that it's a lot of fun, right? We create amazing income. But before we talk about income, I have to do what we call an income disclosure, which simply says this. If my grandmother were to say to you, what does this mean in a nutshell? She would say, baby, you can't just talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And my young people today say, you can't just talk about it, you got to be about it. See, this is going to be a business that you can create great income, but it is also a business of sweat equity. So let's talk about the amazing product. What is it that we market? Well, family, we sell recess, we sell fun, we sell happiness. Because think about it. How many of you would have rather still been on an 8-day, 7-night vacation versus going back to work on Tuesdays? Where would you go? 8 days and 7 nights. Exactly. Where would you go? Well, the beautiful thing is it doesn't matter, because our platform allows you to travel as much as you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. No blackout dates, no elimination periods, right? And we're so confident in the pricing of our travel, we back it with 150% lowest price difference guarantee. So let me give you a little bit of the history of how travel works. When you go online, you know what we do? We go to our phone or we go online, and we'll go from site to site to site to site, and we'll jot down this price and we'll jot down that price. All we're looking to do is save money. Like I said at the beginning of this, 100% of the people who travel would love to save money on their travel. It's a no-brainer. But the challenge is most of the time the prices that you see are pretty close to each other. There's no huge variance. Well, let me tell you that it's not because of your searching. That is by design. See, Expedia and Priceline, the number 1 and the number 2 companies on the planet, actually own pretty much everybody else. So when you're shopping and you're thinking you're shopping 2, 3, 15, 12, 13 sites, you're really only shopping 2. And they have to agree that since I'm a $70 billion company, no need to undercut you. And since you're a $70 billion company, no need to undercut me, because there's enough money there for everybody. But what about me and you, the consumer? Well, see, what you're going to get tonight by joining us is you're going to get your very own wholesale booking engine. We are bringing to the consumer the solution to overpriced travel. We have a platform that speaks to today's traveler, and we're so confident that our prices are lower than their prices. We back them with 150% lowest price difference guarantee. So here is what our platform looks like. You've seen that before. Oh, you're going to put in your destination, your arrival, and your departure date, and you're going to press search. The difference between your pressing search now and before is now you have a technology, an algorithm that goes to work to verify what is the lowest price being sold. This particular vacation is being sold to the general public for. You see right there is $1,631. Now, what is your membership price when you join our platform? Almost $1,000 less. And doesn't it make sense? If you're going to take your family to Disney to have this much extra cash, right, to do some of the things that you want to do while you're on vacation, I don't know. Maybe you're an overseas kind of person. Maybe you love international travel. Well, we looked in Rome at a one bedroom for two people, all-inclusive stay. The best price on the internet before taxes and fees was $1,337. But look at your membership price. I don't know about you, but when you're in Rome, don't you picture the food, the fun, the fashion? Don't you picture all of the things that you can do, the selfies you'll take, the memories you'll make? Would you prefer to make those memories with or without your extra $812? I dare say with, because where do we prefer our money to be? But right there on our bank card. How about this one? Colorado. Now, I was speaking to one of my members, and she actually was in Iceland, and she said she did the slide down the mountain thing. She rode in the what do you call it, the ski lift, and she said, I did not realize that I was afraid of heights until I was in the air. She said, but it was a little bit too late. But here's what she said. It was her first time doing it, but it was absolutely exhilarating. And you know what's even more exhilarating is knowing that you left $760. You didn't pay full retail price. See, when you're online with those general public sites, what's going to happen is you're going to be paying full retail. Retail, I like to call the big price. Well, we're showing you with a private membership that is backed by SOR Technologies, you're actually going to now pay wholesale on what we like to call the little price. Celine Dion, you know, has a show in Vegas, and Mariah Carey and Cirque du Soleil, and of course there's Boyz II Men and Dionne Warwick and is it Dionne Warwick or one of them? But at any rate, what would you rather do? Which makes the most sense? To give away $927 that you did not have to spend, or to keep the $927 in your bank account and use it to enjoy yourself while you're out in Vegas? Now here, family, is my dream vacation. Have you seen it? Right down there in the South Pacific, they have these over-the-water bungalows where a portion of the floor is carved away, and you can look right between your tippy toes and see the marine life. Well, let's just say this is you. We're walking out to your deck. You know, you're gonna look a little bit over there to the left, and somewhere over there is somebody who checked in on the same date as you with the same checkout date, but they spent $6,708 on the exact same vacation that you spent $3,486 on. See, as you go to your beautiful deck and getting your lounge chair, or maybe getting your hot tub, what you know is that you and your loved one can spend more money in Bora Bora because you kept $3,222 right there in your bank account. Oh yes, cruises, all 17 different cruise lines. We have sailboats, we have yachts, we have river cruises, worldwide tours. It doesn't matter. See, it's not that you're buying something different. You're buying the exact same thing. You're just paying what? You're paying less. And doesn't it just make sense? If you're going to travel, how much more traveling can you do? As a matter of fact, you could go to Bora Bora twice almost for what they're charging online for one vacation. But Coach JP, why are they charging that? Because they can. See, unless you know about the membership, and so you really want to thank the person that invited you, unless you know about the membership, right? There's no way you would ever be able to pay these prices. But because you do know about the membership, you can. And that's what we're so excited about. Even rental cars, family. Recently, I was in St. Louis, needed to drive to Chicago to catch a flight to New York. And it was interesting because the lady was saying, well, I want to know about her debit card program. She was saying, well, ma'am, I could go ahead and book your car for you. And I was like, well, can you book it for $14 a day? And she was like, well, no, but see, I had the best price. I just needed a question answered. But right there in my membership, I'm able to book my rental car. Same car, straight from, I think we got it from Avis. Same one. And then last week, I needed one, and we got that one from, I was in Naples, Florida, and that one we got from Enterprise. So what am I saying to you? You're buying the exact same thing. So I want you to think about wholesale travel as if you were maybe shopping at Sam's Club or BJ's or Costco. The exact same product without the exact same cost. There's an app for that. You know how they say that? There's an app for that. Well, there's an app for our platform as well. And it is so cool because you can just pull it up on your phone, right? You can pull it up on your phone and voila, you're able to look and book whatever you want to book. But you know what's most important to me on this slide? See, because I had a girlfriend named Charlize. Last year, because she had so many reward credits in her vacation vault, last year, she was actually able to not only book round trip out of Raleigh into Miami, she was able to book round trip out of Miami into Brazil. And she utilized the reward credits that had banked up in her vacation vault. So let me tell you what that means really, really quickly. See, everything that we do, we earn reward credits on in the membership. Now, yes, you still get them with Hilton, you still get them with United, but here they all roll up together. So your hotel, your rental car, your cruise, your weekly stay, your flights, they're all rolled up into one ball. Well, she had enough reward credits where when she booked those round trip tickets, she only paid $33. For she and her husband to fly to Brazil, she saved thousands of dollars because of the reward credits. Nobody else does that, family. And no, we're not the only game in town. As a matter of fact, American Express owns a membership platform called Inspirato. Inspirato, you can purchase, if you have their charge card, they'll offer you an opportunity to purchase the baby, the family, or the executive membership for $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000. And then $3,400. Now, here's what blows my mind. Because one of our champions, Nick Pagano, he's a director in our company, actually went on tour, not a tour, but kind of a presentation of the product. And yes, that is what they charge. And look at this. If your family wants to go with you, you know what? They can join for $3,400. That is bananas. And he said their savings for their membership was 10, 15, and 20%, while we're offering savings of 20, 25, 30, 45, 50. Today I saw 75%. So let me ask you this question. I'm not going to tell you if it makes sense. I want to know if what I've just said to you makes sense. If you're going to offer a product, shouldn't that product give you, the consumer, a super duper duper savings? If you're going to use the product, does it make sense that you can go where you want, when you want, with whom you want? Does it make sense? It doesn't matter if it's vacation or business travel. Does it make sense to work with a company that lets you travel as much as you want, like Tanisha? As a matter of fact, when Tanisha, like 2 days after she got started with her membership, she booked to go to London. She found her airline tickets. Now, we don't guarantee airline tickets. We guarantee, hotels and cruises and rental cars and resorts. But she found savings, because there is savings on her trip to London. She saved $600 per ticket for 4 tickets. Baggage fees were included. Her total savings was $2,800. Then she went on to save. She canceled a hotel she had booked online in the public site, booked a hotel through her membership, saved $1,400. One vacation, she saved $4,200. Over the last 11 months, she has over $7,500 in savings with her membership. Now, you may be saying, then that membership must cost a whole lot of money. No, I'm happy to tell you that because we move so many memberships and so much volume, we're able to offer our membership for $299. So I told you we had the perfect product, right? I told you we had the perfect product. As a matter of fact, $63 per month is the cost for doing business with your membership or your membership fee. But guess what? As inexpensive, we're nowhere near $3,400 a year. You see that. But as inexpensive as that $63.54 is, we want to help you get rid of it. As a matter of fact, we have a referral program, an affiliate program where you have travel buddies. Most people, I was talking to a gentleman today, and he says he's booking a cruise for his family And friends, he said like 20 of them always, they said it was 32, but now it's about 20 of them. They always travel together. Well, guess what? Your travel buddies like this platform. Once 3 people say yes, guess what? We'll actually waive your monthly subscription fee. I mean, how bananas is that? And that young lady I was telling you about, Charlize, that paid $33 to fly to Brazil, no monthly subscription because she has travel buddies. That young lady, Tanisha, I just told you about, that has saved over $7,500, including $4,200 on her trip to London, no monthly subscription payment. How amazing is that? Imagine you and 2 other, let's say you and your spouse and your 2 adult children maybe, being able to use the one platform to book your travel. How much value is packed into that? And the interesting fun fact is the company that owns the technology offers what we just showed you at $299 for $18,000. See, we know what we have is amazing. And for a one-time upgrade of $200, we have something called the Platinum membership. Let me tell you, that includes your membership that we just talked about, but it adds a travel agency component. Yes, you can be a certified travel agent right from home. I have several travel agents that are inside of my platform, most of which have taken trainings with different vendors and earned themselves free cruises, free vacations. As a matter of fact, one of my champions right now, his name is Stuart Anderson. He's taken the classes in his travel agency so that he can literally, he's taken the Legoland. You guys heard of Legoland? But he doesn't want to go to the Legoland location in the United States. He wants to go to the Legoland location in Holland. Well, you know, when he finishes the training, the company Legoland will sponsor his vacation to Legoland at no cost to him. Beautiful, isn't it? Then we have an unlimited customer program where we literally allow people to have a link that they can share with other people. And when they share the link and people travel, they earn a check. We are so confident in your upgrade to the Vortex Platinum. It's just a one-time upgrade of $200, just one time, same $63 a month. But we're so confident about the income potential on this platform that we have a 100% risk-free guarantee. And I know that sounds bananas because who gives you a 100% risk-free guarantee in business? But we have something we call Share, Save, and Earn, where that link I told you about, let's just say you have a business. A young friend of mine up in Richmond owns a cupcake company. She added her domain name for her link to her business cards, to her menus, on her bags, you know, when you pick up your cupcakes, on her boxes. She has hundreds and hundreds of customers that travel utilizing her, what we call Vortex Link. Well, every time somebody travels and saves, she earns 60% of what they save. And we're so confident that you can earn money by just sharing your link with 10 people. We're not saying 10 people travel a month. Just 10 people sign up on your link per month. We know with 120 customers in 12 months, plus you've been listening to training every day, every week, that you're going to have somebody to travel and save. But if you're not happy, we will give you every dime you spent for your Vortex Platinum or your Vortex, plus any monthly payments that you made, minus anything that you've earned. But see, we know people are going to save. Why? Because this is what happens. Let's just say, I don't know, maybe you were this past Memorial Day, you were out at your family reunion, and one of your relatives said, I would want to take my children down to Orlando, but I've been looking at the prices and they're just kind of high. And you said, well, here, listen, here's a link. Check it out. If you can save money, bring cousin back a t-shirt. Nothing formal, right? They look online, they sign up for free because so this is kind of like your friends and family, hookup. And they notice that they can save $500. But most of our friends and family are from Missouri. So they're going to go online to one of those public sites to verify that, I guess I really can save $511. When they book it, they save $511, you earn $306, 60% of whatever they saved. How amazing is that? What did you do exactly? Oh, you shared a link with someone. With an unlimited customer program, how much income could you create? But it's interesting. I've been working with one of my mentors, and since November, we've been talking to dozens and dozens and dozens of ministers and nonprofit organizations and little league teams, Girl Scout troops, alumni associations, ministries, and we've shared with them, did you realize that with travel being the way it is, and this 60%, that there is a way for you to raise money for your organization with our ultimate fundraiser? I was speaking recently to Apostle Katwala out of the St. Louis market, and I said, we're sharing with nonprofit organizations whose members, whose donors, whose supporters, whose congregation travel. Most of them have their summer vacation planned. They go away for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and they go visit their children, in college. What if only 20% of a member base of 1,500 for a ministry booked the travel? They did not say 511 or even 4 or 3 or 211. They only saved $50 each. Look at what your nonprofit organization, the funds they could raise without asking for more donations. See, those who support you, your congregation, your members, your donors, your contributors, they're already traveling. But the only place they know to go is where you knew to go, which was Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity. But what if you have a link associated with your nonprofit? Do you think your supporters would travel on the link that belongs to the organization they've been supporting? Of course they would. So all we did was take money that was leaving your organization and never coming back, and we're redirecting those funds back into your organization. Does that make sense? So the travel product that we have, hands down, is the best travel platform out there. So we know we've got the best product. But I shared with you that we also have the best compensation plan. And I like to say that this platform is better than the franchise. Why? Well, think about what you get with the franchise. With a franchise, you get a proven success system. It is not a system that you have to go and create anything. The playbook is already written. And so if you have anywhere from, when I looked at a Subway, $75,000 to $1.5 million, if you wanted to open something like a Chick-fil-A, you would have a proven system for success. So you may be asking, okay, so how is your platform better than the franchise? Because it doesn't eliminate anyone. See, here's what Warren Buffett said. He said, to increase your wealth, start a business. So that's what we're talking about you doing. We're not talking about you being anyone's employee. We're talking about you being a colleague of ours, but not just any business. He said, things you like to do, make them a hobby of yours. Things the world does, make it a business of yours. And see, what the world is doing is traveling. We're going to show you how to create a business in a franchise type platform for less than $500 and a system that has already done $3 billion in travel sales, paid out over $40,000, $1,000 bonus checks. Like, how many of those do you need this year to make this year better than next year? Paid out over 500 of those $10,000 bonuses, not to mention $1 million earners under our umbrella. We like to call it the perfect business. So let's look at travel. See, you have to find a platform where the product that you're offering is something everybody's doing. I dare say at $8.1 trillion, and these numbers are based on 2017, $8.1 trillion, I think we found the right industry. Travel and tourism, it will never go away. So I'm recently speaking to a young lady, and she says to me, Miss Price, what we call a three-way call, and she says, I just need to earn $400, $500, or $600 just to make my ends what? Y'all know how, just to make her ends meet. She said, I'm a single mom. She said, my challenge is I work all day, and I don't want to leave my children again at night, right? Because I have a junior, a senior, a freshman, and a sixth grader. And she said, but if I go work for Macy's, they're going to set my hours, and I'm going to be away from my children, not only during the day, but also at night. So I asked her, well, what if you had a business where it's like a franchise, but better than a franchise? Now, let me express to you exactly what I mean by that. See, with a franchise, you're going to get started and you have an amount that you'll pay. Well, ours is less than $500. You just saw that, right? With a franchise, you have a proven success system. So there's no experience required. You've got step-by-step training, even a business tracking system, because yes, you are in business. But unlike a franchise, see, we have an artificial intelligence platform that helps to guide you in your first 30 days. You have those of us who are in business just like you coming to you and saying, let us help you do what you need to do. Because your business will expand around the world, just like a McDonald's, your business is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it doesn't just require you. I asked her, you could set your own hours, had no employees to manage, but not only did you have, multiple streams of income, you had unlimited income potential, and it didn't require you to be away from your children, all those hours Would that make sense? And of course, the answer to that was what? It was yes. So I said, for $20, add it to any platform that you choose. Whatever you choose is up to you. But $20 added to your platform, here's what we're going to do. Now, family, I'm going to base this on the platinum membership, okay, because we can't cover everyone. Get back with the person that invited you and they can break down any other numbers for you. But I share with her as I'll share with you. Your first 30 days, we want to launch your company. We don't want to just start it. We want to launch it. How many of you need an extra $1,000 inside of the next 30 days? How many of you have something pending that you really, really need to knock out of the park? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to ask you to make a list of some of your sharpest. You know what? You were invited to this webinar because somebody thinks that you're a pretty sharp person. We're just going to ask you to do the same thing. See, we're going to do the heavy lifting for you. Just like the person that invited you is watching me, watch you, watch me. We're going to let you do the exact same thing. Remember? Franchise-like concept. So you're independent, but you're also interdependent. But the company's going to pay you $30 per person. And let us help you do that in your first 8 days. The company's going to pay you a $150 fast start bonus. Heck, if you had the platinum, you just actually got back half of what you paid to get started. But we're not done. See, because now you'll see that we're adding 4 more. So 7 in your first 30 days. Notice you're not earning $30. See, because you just gave yourself a raise and you didn't have to ask anybody. See, when you do the work in this company, you automatically get what you deserve. You don't have to negotiate a raise ever again, at least not here. So I shared with her $1,440 in your first 30 days. At the $400 that she wanted to earn, she just earned 3 times that in 30 days without leaving her home. See, I'm at home. You're at home, right? But we're building business anyway. But see, it doesn't stop there. How many of you, 1,000 would not quite be enough right now? See, for most of us, we're looking to create some income, some serious income, whether we want to put a child through private school, help to support a parent, medical procedure we can't pay for. I was speaking to one of my mentors, Dr. Christopher Coakley. His health insurance is $1,000 a month. So what if I shared with you that with a very, very simple system, helping people to just eliminate that monthly subscription. Remember I told you everybody who wants to travel for less? We all have travel buddies, right? And when you get those 3, your monthly subscription payment goes away. Well, see, when you got these 3 right here, your monthly subscription payment went away. The beautiful thing that I love about this platform is just by helping people to get 3, every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network, the company is going to pay you a $1,000 bonus. But here is the kicker, whether you lift a finger or not. So let's look at how that unfolds. Let's just say this is you. And let's just say you bring on 4 people, 1 young man, maybe he wants to be a travel agent, the middle couple, the couple is a pastor and the first lady, and they do a lot of traveling. The next young lady is a student, and the next young lady owns a real estate company. See, it doesn't matter what they do or why they get started. That's 4 of your what? 7. So when we help this young man to actually get his first 3, he's 3 and free. No monthly subscription payment. Think about the genius behind this, right? Now his 3 plus your 4 equals your 7. You'll notice at the bottom left, you just earned a $1,000 bonus. Anybody good with that? Well, Coach JP, I didn't do all the work. We didn't say you had to. And that's what I shared with her. If you're going to go work part-time for Macy's, you got to be in there every single hour to get paid. Here, when you empower somebody else, you empower yourself. And so when we help the pastor and his wife, for example, to get their 3, that's 3 of your 7. And as this thing continues to unfold, you'll notice the power of helping each person to get 3 means everybody remains 3 and free. And just because you're following a simple system, you're earning $1,000 bonuses, whether it's weekly, daily, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, every other month is totally up to you. But one of the other things that I love about this company is that the company will pay you, listen, $10,000 every time your network reaches 100 new sales, 100 new team builder sales. So, how many of you noticed that the bulk of the people that just joined your organization, you did not refer? They were not your travel buddies. They were somebody else's. But every time your network grows to 100 new team builder sales, the company's going to pay you a $10,000 bonus. I like to ask people this question. If you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you and your family? And you know, for most people, I ask that question. They say yes. Some say I need more, but most say yes. And then I ask people, would you or anyone you know be interested in what it would take to earn an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? I mean, picture your W-2 and add $50,000 to it. Would that cover something that you need to cover? Can you finish paying off your house, pay off debts, put children through college, put a nice down payment on a home? I mean, what could you do with an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? But you know what the young lady said to me? She said, Miss Parker, she said, oh, that sounds great, but I just need an extra 500. And I said to her, it's really the same thing. See, because all we're going to do is talk to, you know, maybe 10, 12 of your friends and family and find 3 people who want something different or just want to travel for less. It doesn't matter. But we're going to get you 3 and free immediately in your first 8 days. But what do you think the 3 want when they find out that you don't pay a monthly subscription? Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to go help them to get 3 and free. Those 3 are going to get 3 and free. Well, that just added 9 to her platform, 9 to your platform. Well, what do you think the 9 want to be when they realize that the 3 and free and so are you? See, the genius of it is just replicating 3s. Well, at that point, there are 39 people on your team. The company's paying you a guaranteed $500. They're guaranteeing that you're earning $500 every single month. And she doesn't have to keep running back and forth to Macy's or Walmart or Kroger or Publix or wherever else she would go and become somebody else's employee. And the other thing that I share with her are the tax benefits. See, because you're a business owner. Family, do you realize that you have the ability to write off more because you're a business owner? Did you realize that your business income is only taxed at 18 to 23%, while wage income is taxed at anywhere from 28 to 33%? See, the power of what we're putting together and the multiple ways that you can actually earn income in this platform really blows my mind. Remember, I said multiple streams of income, better than a franchise, because you're not just earning one way. See, if I own just one franchise, that's all I have. But here we have a franchise-like platform, but you're able to help other people own their own franchise-like platform. And because of that, you're able to earn some additional income. And even though all of that was great, and even though you'll bring that with you from now on in your career here, what's even better is our director program. And I can tell you, as a marketing director in this platform, we have hands down the best executive level platform of any company out there. Let me share with you why I say that. See, as you grow your organization, and as you know, it's not going to be all you, right? You're going to continue to have people through other people. You'll get to what we call level 1 marketing director. Now, I want you to think about your W-2 last year, and I want you to add $12,000 to that. What is life like for you with $1,000 monthly coming in every single month? Level 2 director, the company's going to ask you to choose between a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger, any color in the world that you want, as long as it's white. And the company's going to buy it, ship it to you. Now, it will have surge on the door and it will have a bold black stripe across the top. Doesn't matter. But now you've just given yourself a raise from $1,000 a month to $2,000 a month. At level 3, who's a Jaguar person? Who's a BMW person? Who's a Mercedes person? See, at first I thought I wanted the BMW. But then I saw a Jaguar XJL. Sleek. Well, this one you're going to have to make room in your garage for, because while you give back the Dodge, this car is going to be yours. They're going to give you the title to this car. And $4,000 a month. I just want to do some mathematics with you real quickly. Because if a person is looking to actually create some serious residual income, and maybe you said, I would love to retire early. I love what I do, and if I could retire early and see the world, that would be great. Let me just share with you a fun fact. $4,000. In order to have $4,000 per month, which you'll get at level 3, you multiply the figure that you need per month by 200. So whatever your number is, I'm just using this number. This is the amount that you would need to have in the bank or in an interest-bearing account, earning 6%, And with that, this is what you would live on in interest every single year. And if we divide that by 12, then you are earning $4,000 a month. So you have a couple of options. Save up $800,000 that you can leave deposited and live on 6%, or just help some people change their life. How much more fun is that? And you get to travel for free in some cases, right? And significantly less in others. But do you see the power of that? What would happen with $8,000 per month? How much would you need to have saved for that? What's your exit strategy? See, we just shared with you the exit strategy. Is it hard work? No, you're going to help people get 3 and then help their 3 get what? 3. And your team will begin to duplicate what you do. And one day you'll be at level 5, level 6. I don't know which one you would choose, the Lamborghini Huracan, super fast. The Ferrari Portofino, super sleek. That jet, the Bentley GTC convertible, super luxury with speed. And then, of course, the Flying Spur, might need a driver for that one. It's interesting because I had a young lady say to me, she said, well, Ms. Parker, it looks like it would take a long time to get there. Like it could take 6, 7, 8 years to get to the top of your comp plan, 10 years. Now she's 21 years old. You and I know, those of us who've been down around the track a couple of times, we know that the baby's retirement age is 72, 75. She thought it was 65. I said, but if that even is the case, you got 44 years to work for someone else and hope to retire in financial dignity. See, my grandmother always said this. She used to say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Where do we go? And in a better than a franchise type platform, invest less than $500 and have this to look forward to: $1 million motor coach or motor home, a vacation home or a yacht, which is kind of like another home, $100,000 guaranteed monthly, $1.2 million yearly for 10 years. They don't even offer that at Chick-fil-A. And you got to sell a lot of chicken to get back 1.2 million. We're showing you how you can get what you paid back immediately. So what's next? Well, first things first, you've seen an absolutely amazing opportunity. What are you going to do? Well, you know what my grandmother would say to you? She would say, don't put off till tomorrow what you know you need to go ahead and get done today, right? She would also tell you that time waits for no one, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now, I never figured that one out, her, but she would say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. In other words, you've just seen an amazing opportunity. Time is ticking. She said, time waits for no one, right? No time like the present. Let's get back with the person that invited you to this webinar. Don't get started tomorrow. Get started today. Why? Because family, I'm going to tell you about a young man by the name of Malcolm Alexander as I close. He did get started in this platform about the same time as my champion mentor, Miss Juliet St. John. But he did not get moving right away. He said the time that he did not move cost him well over, it was some crazy number like $8 million or something like that. In other words, what she earned in the time that he was not moving, while he was making up his mind to really grow his business, she outpaced him to the tune of several $1 million. I don't remember the exact amount. So in other words, the longer we put off, what we need to go ahead and get done, right? The longer we put it off, the more we delay the benefits of our future. So what do we want to do? Immediately get off this webinar, get back with the person that invited you to this platform. Let's get you started. Let's run this race together. Let's change lives, family. Listen, the harvest is plentiful and abundance is your birthright. I am Coach JP, Janice Elisa Parker, Marketing Director here with Surge 365. It has been my pleasure and my honor to serve you on this morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are chiming in from around the world. Have an incredible rest of your day, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. I'll see you at the top.